Hello, everyone. Clint McLaughlin here, Midwest Market Management. I got Riley Sykart on with me here today, and we are going to hop right into U.S. weather. Riley, it's April 2nd, so I know everybody's eyeballing up that forecast, looking for the opportunities to plant. Right now, it's very, very cool. Raining here in central Iowa, which is well needed. A lot of guys were concerned that we were going to maybe miss out on this. This system seems to be a little bit delayed, but it is alive and well, at least here in Eldora at the moment. So temperatures are cool. Overall, from my standpoint, looks like we're going to lay down some very well needed moisture, followed by a little bit of a dry period here. So the limiting factor on getting into the field and really getting after some things done will be drying out from the rain. Maybe we're a little on the cool side and the calendar's not quite ready for planting, but certainly a lot of anhydrous going on and a lot of activity going to take shape once we get dried out here. So with that said, let's hop in and look at some maps and see what we have to look at here today.
Sounds good. Two big changes from Tuesday, new drought monitor map, and then the 6 to 10 day rainfall are your two big changes from Tuesday that we're gonna have to pay a little bit of attention to. So 1 to 5 day for temperatures, not much new here. Clint, you already discussed it. Temperatures are looking pretty cool, including as you're looking down into the south where planting is completely underway. 70-degree temperatures, nothing to be concerned about, not overly hot, which is good for those regions that really do need a lot of rain. So 6 to 10, a lot more of the same. In the Midwest, 50s to 60s, in the South in the 70s. So what's new? Drought monitor map just came out this morning. That West is starting to look pretty scary. Nebraska, South Dakota, color increases, and looking down in the Delta as well. It was already very dry, and the map that came out this morning is saying that's not getting any better. So those are things to look at, I guess, a little bit in a market friendly way. But then to counter that, you look at Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, those regions that were a lot drier a week ago on the drought monitor map have lost some color. So some rainfall is coming to the Corn Belt and, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, those regions that are significantly dry. I wouldn't be shocked to see even next week some more color come off of that. So where there's regions getting worse, there's also regions getting improved. So we look at this from a national yield perspective, Clint, and you bring it up quite a bit. And from a national yield perspective, Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa getting out of the drought monitor map, I would say, is just as, if not more important than areas like Nebraska that have a lot of irrigation are staying in it. So if you disagree, feel free to let me know. But
no, I mean, the alarming thing here for me is, I mean, in all honesty, in my opinion, it's way too early to be nervous about this because we've seen the switch get turned on, and we know what the hybrids can do with very little water. So, the question is are we going to have the heat with it? I tell my guys all the time, you can't kill a crop with hot, and you can't kill it with dry. You need both. So I'm not going to say that this is not alarming down the road, but as for right now, April 2nd, and it's raining, you got to just keep it into perspective. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, makes a lot of sense. Moving in, last 2 weeks of rainfall, big explanation as to why that eastern belt did come off that drought monitor map a little bit. They got some rain, which that was forecasted. That's nothing new. We're kind of in a weird spot where it's raining right now. So the last 2 weeks doesn't show much rain in the Midwest, but you move to the 1 to 5 and it does have it. So these are the rains that we're getting right now, and it's supposed to continue here for the next couple of days. How much will end up coming, we'll have to wait and see. The one region to really think about, western Nebraska, western half of Kansas, corn and beans, that's not affecting much, but that's a lot of wheat country that's not getting a whole lot of rain. So they're not used to getting much rain out there either, but it's something to definitely keep in the back of your head.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
So 6 to 10 day, this is where there is some changes. Originally it looked very dry in the 6 to 10. now it's showing that same region that's getting rain right now to get some follow through here in that 6 to 10. And we'll have to see. That was a big shift from what we were looking at on Tuesday. By next Tuesday, it may be changed again. So we're going to have to watch and see. But at this point, you're getting out in the 11th of April, and that's a time frame where planters will start rolling almost everywhere. So if there is going to be some rains to start slowing it up, then it's got to be monitored. But we're kind of talking out of both sides of our mouths. We got drought issues and we got rain.
Yeah. And that early in the game, I mean, we can take an inch and get back at it the following week. But after that, then it starts snowballing, and next thing you know, oh boy, it's getting late. So definitely worth watching here. That's an interesting new development.
Exactly. Putting it all together, 1 to 13, it always looks wetter than you think, just because it's a full 2 weeks worth. It's a combination of that 1 to 5 and 6 to 10. The extended outlook doesn't have much extra rain in the forecast. So the moral of the story is a lot of guys talking drought right now. There's rain coming. We got a long way to go. So that's all I have today, Clint. Nothing earth shattering, but at the same time, that new drought monitor map and new 6 to 10 day was something that is definitely a change in what's going on and how people are thinking about us. So that's all I got.
Sounds good, Riley. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, Clint McLaughlin, Riley Sykard, Midwest Market Management. Thanks a lot and have a great weekend.
This material has been prepared by a sales or trading employee or agent of Midwest Market Management and is in the nature of a solicitation. This material is not a research report prepared by of Midwest Market Management Research Department. By accepting this communication, you agree that you are an experienced user of the futures markets, capable of making independent trading decisions, and agree that you are not and will not rely solely on this communication in making trading decisions. Distribution in some jurisdictions may be prohibited or restricted by law. Persons in possession of this communication indirectly should inform themselves about and observe any such prohibition or restrictions. To the extent that you have received this communication indirectly and solicitations are prohibited in your jurisdiction without registration, the market commentary in this communication should not be considered a solicitation. The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that of Midwest Market Management believes are reliable. We do not guarantee that such information is accurate or complete, and it should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There is no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades.